Alright guys, so today we're going to be installing the MAD turbo inlet. And then I also have the MAD intake, which is in this box. Air filter. Right now I have just a stock intake. So I'm going to be replacing it, and then I'll show you guys also the before and after of installing the MAD intake and turbo inlet. Alright guys, first I had to remove the air box. It's pretty simple for the most part. You loosen this clamp up, and then you loosen the clips off on the air box here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and then you pretty much just slide the air box straight up, the lower half, and then it's held on by some rubber grommets inside of these brackets here, and then you should be good. Next I'm going to loosen the lower clamp there, and then hopefully we should be able to get to the turbo inlet. Okay, so I was able to get the inlet off. The biggest thing is just pulling this clip up and making sure it goes into these notches so it's completely released on each side. Then it should slide off, and then I just left this hose connected here. That way I didn't break it trying to loosen it down here, but it should come out just fine. And also I forgot to mention that the new MAD inlet also comes with a new O-ring and clip as well. So that's pretty cool, so you don't have to reuse the old one or anything. So I kind of just copied the same orientation of this clip for the new one. I just set it all the way in there because it should clip in place now when you're putting it back on. Also, I'm going to add a little bit of oil around, just a little bit amount around the O-ring there, so it slides on there and it doesn't tear anything. Alright, she's all lubed up. Let's see how it goes in there. Hopefully I hear like a click or something. And there it goes. You hear the clip, it's in there. So now I just do everything in reverse order. Connect everything back up. I'm just going to be installing the intake as well. So it's going to be a little different, but hopefully it's not too difficult. Alright guys, so I had to remove the 17mm stud here. That was for the original air box where the grommet went on. And then I also prepped out the heat shield as well. You can see I have the rubber on there, the thicker ones where the intake goes in, and then I put the thinner one on the outside where it touches the body of the car. Then I also got the coupler on. Alright, so then there's a 10mm nut, and then there's a washer, and then a 10mm bolt, nut, and washer that goes on here for the heat shield. And then got the intake piping on. I'm going to swap over the mass airflow, and then put the filter on, and then the cover. It should be good. And that's pretty much it. I used a T20 to swap over the mass airflow. And then also, I believe it was a 3mm Allen wrench to put these 3 screws on. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to start it up and get some sound clips. Alright guys, POV drive. Let's see if we can hear the intake at all compared to what it was at stock. Oh my god, I can hear it now. I can hear a lot of the induction noises now for the turbo. It's actually kind of loud. I feel like at idle, just sitting there, I couldn't really hear it much, but I can hear it a lot more now. There's a slight flutter. I'm not sure if you can hear it on the camera though. Trying to drizzle a little bit. The wipers are shot, I know. Like maybe if the cover wasn't on top of the intake, it probably wouldn't be as quiet. It'd probably be a lot louder. I might try experimenting and take the cover off, like maybe in the next couple of days, and just drive it again and see if it's much louder. I mean, I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference, just because there are openings around the top of it and on the side. But yeah, it'd be cool to see, I guess. I mean, also with the inlet, I'm sure that helps with the sound as well. That's why it probably sounds so loud, like when you're on the throttle. But I mean, I think that the intake I had on my N55 was probably a lot louder, and it was just like a BMS intake, more of a hot air intake, but I'm sure placement makes a big difference too. There's flutter at lower speeds, but so you can hear it there. Trying to go like quarter throttle and let off, you can hear it. But yeah guys, I got more mods coming soon. I got a carbon spoiler coming in, a CS style spoiler. And then I'm probably gonna do charge pipe, and then honestly I'll probably do probably a bigger turbo. I'm thinking hybrid turbo, because like I'm already used to it. It doesn't feel like super fast to me like how it did when I first got it. Also coming from like a stage 2 N55 on my M235, it seems slightly faster, but it's nothing crazy honestly. So I was expecting more, so that's why I've been buying so many parts, just to make it a little quicker. But I think I'll be happy once I go hybrid turbo, and then I'll probably keep it that way for a while and see if I'll do anything else aesthetically. I'm not trying to do too much honestly, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks from the outside once I put the spoiler on. So yeah guys, let me know if you have any other ideas, or if you want to see some more POVs. Just comment below, maybe like and subscribe as well, that way I get more views, and then maybe it'll motivate me more to make more videos. So yeah, one last pull here.